webinar. We're going to get started here just a couple more moments, give a couple people a chance to get on. I'm so glad you guys are joining me on this Tuesday evening. I had to think about what day it is. How to leverage the internet and social media to create yourself as an authority figure. So we're going to get here in just a couple more moments. If you can see me and hear me okay, go ahead and type in the chat. I can see you and hear you, just so I know that I'm articulating and I have my volume at a good pace. I mean, at a good, hold on one second. Okay, I realize there's also a delay. So I'm gonna give you a chance. Go ahead and just type in chat that you can see and hear me okay, please. And thank you. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started here in about another minute or two. Okay, I wonder if you guys can see and hear me. Let's see. I don't see anybody. Give me 1 second. Let me check on Twitter. Oh, I'm not looking in chat. Okay. Michelle, I can see and hear you. Awesome, awesome. Okay, great. Can everyone else see and hear me okay? I got one person. I guess one's enough, right? You guys can see and hear me okay? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. All right, you guys. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, you guys, let me know if you can see my screen as well, too. Don't want to go ahead and start jumping right in and then you can't see my screen, right? All right, I'm giving it a moment. I know there's a small delay. So let's see here. If you can view my screen, go ahead and type in yes, I can see your screen. You should see how to position yourself as an authority figure leveraging the internet and social media. Okay, let me see. I haven't got anything in the chat box. Let's see. Okay. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So how to position yourself as authority figure, leveraging the internet and social media. You guys, tonight's agenda, what I want to go through is cover the marketing basics you need to learn to leverage the internet and social media. You guys, I'm going to talk about choosing your niche, go over target marketing, and talk about branding yourself and how important that is, and how to position yourself as an authority using the internet and leveraging it to your best ability. And then I'm going to also talk about using and leveraging social media. So you guys, before I get started here, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. My name, of course, is Jaleesa Cheatham. If you guys didn't know, I'm an entrepreneur, business coach, and social media trainer. You guys, my background actually is in education, healthcare, finance, customer service, HR, and marketing and promotions. You guys, I was a jackie of all trades, but I said, you know what? I want to be a master at one, right? Also, hence knows it pays to know Jaleesa. If I got it, you got it, right? That was definitely what I used to say. But in all honesty, you guys, I really said, you know what? I came to a point where I had some things happen in the corporate world and really promoted me to shift. Actually had an anxiety attack, you guys, back in 2013, back in September 2013. Had an anxiety attack at work, and that's when I said, you know what? I no longer am going to let my health. I'm going to let my my employment deteriorate my health. I didn't even know I was having anxiety, you guys. I thought I was having an asthma attack. The ambulance had to come rush me to the hospital and everything. And I found out I was having an anxiety attack. And it was all because of, I didn't like the current place I was working, you guys. So I began my online journey actually back in 2012. But it was when September 2013 is when I had that pivotal moment where I would say my wake up call to say, you know what, I've got to do something different. So you guys, back in 2012, I struggled with the lack of skill set and the knowledge in the internet world. I worked at it, but I just didn't have the keys and the knowledge and the system to put in place that enabled me now to have a successful internet marketing business. And I, in return, found my passion. I found what I could be. I found what I am doing to walk in my purpose. So just a little background about me. But I'm going to jump right in here. And I end all the fluff. I like to get right down to the meat and potatoes, right? Because you guys came here tonight to learn how to leverage the internet using, position yourself as an authority figure, leveraging the internet and social media. So let's just go over the marketing basics, you guys. The most common misconception about it is that if you build it, they will come, right? That was the misconception. Like when you build up a McDonald's, of course they'll come, right? Because McDonald's already built their brand, and you put a McDonald's on the corner, you'll start having business that day, right? As you're building it, people start wondering, what the heck are they building here, right? You already have you're building up that sense of, okay, I wonder what's coming on. McDonald's is coming. Oh, great, I'm gonna go there, right? So with online, it's a lot different, right? The reality is you have to find a niche, you guys. And when I say niche, you have to find where you're going to fit in as far as what product you have or what service you have, and is it in demand? Right? You have to figure out who is your target audience and make them come to you. So it's the other way around. You can't just build it in, they'll come. You'll have a website. If you're not marketing, how's anybody gonna know your website, right? Okay, so there are 3 M's of marketing I like to go over, okay? The first one is market, okay? You need to identify your market. Who is your audience? Who are you speaking to, okay? By identifying your audience. The second one is identifying your message, you guys. You need to figure out the purpose behind your marketing, okay? That's number 2. So let's go back. Hope you guys are writing these down. If you're not able to write it down, if I'm going a little bit too fast, just so you guys know, you will get the replay of this. So don't be alarmed. So again, number 1 is identifying your market, which in return, that is, who is your audience? Who are you speaking to? Who is that ideal customer? Who is that ideal avatar, right? Who is it that is going to be your number 1 customer that's going to come to you and represent your target market? Okay, so that's number 1. 2, again, identifying your message. The purpose behind your marketing. What is your message? What are you putting out there to market? How does your message look? Okay, identifying your medium. You guys, number 3 is medium, right? Medium. So far, we have your marketing, your message, and your market. Okay? Is everyone with me here? I hope everyone's with me. Just in case you guys forgot, let's go back. Let's go back again. I want to make sure you guys get this, okay? So the first one is market, right? Who is your market, right? Number 2 is your message. Number three is your medium, right? Identifying your medium. That is the platform used to get your message across. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth with that, but give you an example of a medium, give you an example of the market, message, and medium. For instance, one of the platforms I chose to market this webinar tonight was on Instagram. Okay, so I chose to market this on Instagram, and what I was marketing was the fact that I'm having a live webinar training on how to position yourself as authority figure, leveraging the internet and social media. So you guys, my medium was the platforms I chose. Okay, the platform I used to get my message across. So my medium was, let's use Instagram. Okay, that was my medium. My message was putting a flyer up saying, hey, you guys, I'm having a webinar tonight. Go ahead and check it out. And my message was telling you what I was promoting and what live webinar training I was having. Okay, marketing, you guys, I chose to market to individuals who are looking to leverage the internet and social media for the business. So again, that's just an example of how the 3 M's of marketing work: your market, your message, and your medium. Okay, let's talk about choosing your niche, you guys. This goes right hand with your market. Think about topics you maybe enjoy writing about, you enjoy talking about, what you're knowledgeable enough to write about. Let's think of things such as things that you like, things that you're passionate about. What is that one thing that you can think of that people tell you do so well or that you're so knowledgeable about, right? Just pick out one thing, and that's your niche. Okay, you should make a list of, and as you're thinking of these ideas, it shouldn't be a quick decision. This is something that's going to take you some time, because in result, this is how you're going to turn your business into a marketing, a money-making machine, right? Because if you don't pick the right one, then you won't have a money-making machine. At the end of the day, we all want to do something that we love, something that we're passionate about, right? So this is one of the great ways to do that, by figuring out, okay, what's your niche, right? Once you have your list down, I want you guys to go ahead and narrow it down to each topic into small categories, okay? Because this is going to help you in the long run. All right, so target marketing, you guys. Target marketing. Once you decide what your niche is, you guys, once you decide what it is that you want to focus on, then you go ahead and now you go ahead and pick a target market. All right. The target market is getting clear on understanding what it is, what your niche is, then narrow it down to a specific audience to market your message. You guys, I'm going to use this webinar as a prime example. You guys, I was targeting individuals who are already on the internet, who already use social media, but who are looking to take their business and brand to the next level. They don't know exactly how to leverage the internet and how to leverage social media to actually do that. Okay, so that's who my target market is. Okay, I've narrowed it down to an actual ideal avatar, and I'll talk about that later. I have a training that I'm doing where I really get down and help you narrow down your target, your ideal avatar. Okay, all right. And one of the great ways that I use to narrow it down for my target market, I use my how, what, and where checklist. So you're thinking, what, how, what, where? How, what, where exactly? There's some key things that I use when I'm building my ideal avatar, okay? And my ideal avatar is going to represent my target market. So I hope you guys are catching on. So basically, we've come to figuring out what it is that you want to do, what's your niche, right? Figuring out, what area what product or service that you're actually excelling in, or what are you knowledgeable about, right? So I'm using an example as myself. Okay, I'm a social media trainer, right? I started online. I had internet marketing, but I said, you know what? Internet marketing, I can be doing solo ads. I can be doing email marketing. I could be doing Facebook marketing. I could be doing Instagram training. I could be a social media trainer. I could be an online business developer. I could be a business coach. There's so many different avenues I can pick from under this one net, right? So I said, you know what? I'm focusing down on one. I'm going to be a social media trainer, right? And a business coach. So in return, That's why I'm doing this webinar, because I train individuals, of course, again, how to position yourself as an authority figure, leveraging the internet and social media. So that is my message, okay? So in order to, I found my niche now, so I need to pick my target market. So that's who in return I'm going to focus on. So here's my how, what, and where checklist of how I figure out who I'm targeting, how I'm targeting these individuals. How old are they, right? So I usually, with this particular target market, I usually pick individuals for me in this target market who are between the ages of, I would say, mid and early 20s to about late 50s. I know it's a wide range, but you guys will be surprised the individuals that I meet and network with. And this has all been because of me networking and being with different people and things like that. Hold on one second. Okay, you can see and hear me. Okay, then you guys, there must be a bit of delay. Somebody got on a little bit later. Okay, sorry about that. So, yes, how old are they? So, yes, between the ages of 25 and the 25 and say 55. So let's say mid early 20s to about late 50s. And that's because there's individuals who I'm targeting who are maybe already online or trying to get online. They know they have a computer, right? They know they need to be online, but they don't know exactly what to do. They already have a business or looking to grow their existing business. Okay, what gender are they? You guys, for this particular example of myself, the gender I pick male and female, right? But I resonate more with women because I'm a woman, right? That's how usually it works. And women are killing the industry right now. I saw a post somebody took a picture of, and it said, I think it was on Fox or CBS or something, saying, women are the world's most leading millionaires. So I'm so proud to be a woman right now. No shade to the men, though, no shade. Where do they live? You guys, for the purpose of my example, where do they live? These individuals who I'm targeting, they live all over the world. My target market is global. Okay, they're global because because since I'm based on the internet, and I do a lot of internet marketing, for this particular example, it's global. But to think if you were putting up an actual brick and mortar business, right? Let's go down the list. What is their income? Okay, what is their income like? So the individuals who I'm targeting, they have to at least have an income, right? They need to be in a certain bracket. I would say in about the 40s to 50,000 and up, to be able to even pay for the training, things like that, coaching, and things like that coming. Not to say that people who make less than that, they can't. You definitely have to budget, but that's who I'm targeting. Okay, and what is their family structure? What do they do for a living? How do they spend their spare time? What is their lifestyle? What motivates them? What problems are they having? Okay, so I'm gonna take a minute to look, so you guys can look over this checklist again. You'll have this on replay if you don't have time to write it all down. And you guys, let's use an example for McDonald's. Okay, I used that earlier. So let's say I buy a McDonald's franchise, right? And I said, okay, I'm gonna buy this McDonald's franchise. Where should I put it at, right? Where is the greatest place to put it by? So I could put it in, let's see, city A or city B, right? City A has it's very family oriented, right? It's a lot of family around there. There's the mall, there's grocery shops, there's daycares, all within about a 3 to 5 mile radius. There's daycares, there's consignment shops, there's grocery stores. It's a lot over there, right? Then that's city A, right? City B is a lot of older people who's over there. It's like a senior living area, right? There's some hair salons there. There's a gym. There's there's a church. There's a health food store, and there is a track. Okay, let's say that's city B. Okay, so where would I put my my McDonald's at? I want to see you guys comment. Would I put it in for the McDonald's franchise? Would I put it in city A or city B? You guys let me know. Let me see. I'm away. I know there's a small delay, so let me know where I should put it out. City A, City B, just from what we talked about so far. Yes, Michelle, City A. Yes, yes. So why would I put it in City A? Well, because all around there, I would clearly make more money. I talked about there's schools, there's a daycare, that means there's mom picking up their children to need something quick to eat. You have a mall there. You have employees who work the mall who need to grab something to eat, right? There's grocery store, again, there's employees there. All those things, it's a great place, right, for that McDonald's to be, right? Because for that target market of McDonald's, it's a plethora of ages, right? People of both gender, and you got to think about, okay, where do the people surrounding this McDonald's, are they going to actually come to this establishment, right? Where is their income? Do they even have an income, right? What is their family structure like? What do they do for a living? How do they spend their spare time? What is their lifestyle? What motivates them? What problems are they having? So this is a great checklist to have for any business that you are looking to get into, that you're starting, or even that's already existing. Ask these questions, then this is going to help narrow down your target market to an ideal avatar. Okay. All right, you guys, now let's talk about branding yourself. Okay, this is the next step that you need to establish while you're online. You branding yourself is like your online persona, right? It's the building block of your business. You constantly want to build a solid brand, right? People need to know who you are, what you're about, and why should people want to follow you. You guys, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. You obviously know me. You like me, and I hope that you trust me. That's why you're on this webinar, to trust that I'm giving you valuable information, because in return, I do want you to do business with me, right? So that's the factor, and that's how it works. You guys, and you think about any business that you go to, any business that you spend your money at, right? You obviously know this brand, or you know the person, you know what they're about, and why do the people want to follow you? Or why people follow that brand or that establishment, even, and why they do business with them. Okay, you guys, your prospect should be in a position not to be sold directly to, but they need to be, the people that you're prospecting need to actually feel like they have a relationship with you, right? You look at these mom and pop businesses, and some of these businesses that have been around for so long, it's because they created that relationship with their clients, and until they've created a long-lasting relationship, and they keep doing business with them, right? They're a trusted authority. They can trust them, that they're giving them accurate information, that they're selling them the right products, that they're true to them, right? They're not just trying to sell them just so they can make some money at the end of the day, right? You guys, and are you providing value? Just like on this hangout, I'm giving you value. I'm teaching you things that usually people will pay for, right? This course I could easily charge you guys probably about $47, let's say, for each person who attended, but I'm doing it for free. Why? Because I want to give value, because I feel like these are the basic things that people don't tell you enough. We sometimes go to these workshops, go to these events, and leave out empty-handed because we don't have really what it is what we came there for, right? I want to do this tonight and provide you with this information because I want you to be clear, right? To be clear, this internet world is such an open field, right? It's such an open field. And there's so many people, trillion, billion people in the world that you can connect with, but you can do it in a strategic way. You have to, so you won't get burned out, and so you can really walk and align with your passion. So you have to work on branding yourself, you guys, branding yourself. And one thing that I would say, that as far as branding yourself, you have to be careful as well too who you're associating yourself with, you guys. So you heard the top, guilty by association, right? Guilty by association, right? So you heard the saying, if you surround yourself, you are some of the 5 people that you spend the most of your time with, right? So if I see you spending your time with millionaires and people who have money, people who are about business, you're spending your time with Donald Trump, with Oprah, with Les Brown, I'm going to assume that, just by you associating with these individuals, that you're about your money, right? You're about your business. The same thing as if you associate yourself with drug dealers, if you associate with people who are known for stealing, different things like that. You guys know what it is. So guilty, I don't want to say guilty, that sounds bad, but you are who some of the people you spend the most of your time with. Birds of a feather flock together, right? One thing I do want to point out, a lot of people who join network marketing companies, I know some of you guys may be on this, or any company to be a fact, if you have your own brand, you want to make sure you're branding yourself more than you're branding the company. It's great that you have this new waist trainer, right? It's great that you have this new waist trainer and that you want to brand this company. Oh, waist, I don't even know none of the waist trainer names. So that's even great. I won't, pick on nobody. But say you're branding, I don't, goodness, I'm going blank right now. Get weightless. I don't know. Get weightless. I don't know. Say you're branding the company, the name is Get Weightless. Well, Get Weightless goes and you're like stuck. Okay, I just branded myself this company. I kept branding myself this company. Now this company is gone. What do I do? But people keep coming to you. Oh, that's that weightless girl. You've moved on and now you're over here selling tea. But they keep talking about you, the weightless girl. You're a weightless girl. So you call somebody like, girl, I don't even want that weightless. But you say, I'm not even trying to sell you weightless. I'm trying to sell this tea, or I'm trying to sell this marketing plan, or I'm trying to sell this coffee, right? But because you branded yourself with this network marketing company now, or any company, like I said, to be in fact, now people, they're immediately turned off, right? And that goes as well too with you guys. Just to get a little bit into it, let's talk about you using company names, right? You use the company names. Come up with your own name, right? Come up with your name that's still represented, but you're still representing your brand, right? Present yourself more, brand yourself more than you're branding the company, right? Put your own twist to it. Make yourself stand out, okay? People want to know your backstory. They want to know where you came from. How'd you get here? How did you break free? Very similar to how I shared when we first began this webinar this evening. I went ahead and told you, my backstory, a little bit where I came from. How did I get to the position where I'm doing the internet now, right? Why am I even online? How did I break free? What was my pivotal moment that caused me to move, you guys? And just remember that even online and as a brick and mortar business, the key to business regardless is what you're selling, what the cost is, and what you're building as that relationship. You guys, you have to remember that you're still in the business of relationship building. Okay, that is very key. I was talking to this lady who was telling me when I first moved over to this area. I was talking to this lady who was walking by. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how we got on the subject, but I talked about, I'm going to go get my hair done. I'm going all the way out here to Atlanta. She said, oh, yeah, I go a little bit past out to Atlanta. I said, yeah, well, there's this place right around the corner here, but I've never been there. She said, yeah, well, that place used to be such and such. And since they moved, their location is now about 45 minutes away, but I still go there. I've been going there for about 10 years. And I'm just like, wow, so when did they move? She said, oh, about 4 years ago. So I'm just like, wow, it made me think that when you build a relationship with somebody, even they're paying for a service, you create that relationship. This lady is driving almost 30 to 45 minutes each time she gets her hair done. And she told me to get her hair down sometimes once a week, or sometimes most of the time it's 2 times a week, but depending on how her hair is, sometimes she goes once a week, right? So she drives 45 minutes, right? And back when we were talking, when I first bought my house over here, gas wasn't cheap, right? That was around the time where, I don't know if you guys, I'm from Atlanta, by the way, I'm in Atlanta, but gas was about $4, you guys. And real quick, I'll tell you a funny story. Gas was about $4, almost $5. I remember almost running out of gas at the gas station, going from gas station to gas station because they were limiting gas. I don't know what the heck was going on. I can't remember why this was happening, but I remember gas was high as heck and I was running out of gas, and the fear of me not making it home. At that time, I worked about 45 minutes from my home, whatever, right? And so I'm like, I'm gonna get stranded out here. I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna have to ask somebody to come get me. They're gonna want gas from me, or they may say no because they know there's no gas, so they're not gonna pick me up. Like all this crazy stuff goes through your head, right? So that was around the time where gas was scarce, I would say. And I remember going to like 3 different gas stations, and they would say there was no more gas. It would be like a line from here to Timbuktu just to get gas, and the people were only letting you get $10 worth of gas, and the gas was almost $5. So that's like only like 2 gallons. They would limit it at $20, or they wouldn't let SUVs come in. All people were trying to pay double. Imagine somebody, it only takes them maybe, it already takes them maybe $50, $60 to fill up their tank. They'll pay you double because it's so scarce, right? So that was so crazy. I remember when that happened. Thank God it only lasted for like, I think 2 or 3 days, because I was just like, oh my goodness, people calling out of work. I can't make it. I don't got no gas. I don't got no way to get there. Buses was running scarce, so people was all trying to get on the bus. It was crazy. But just to get back to the story, so the lady, she drove about 45 minutes away, right, to get her hair done, instead of going to the place around the corner, because she had already created that relationship with her stylist, and she knew her, she liked her, she trusted her with her hair, so she kept doing business with her, and she referred people to her. So those are lifelong customers. Depending on what business you have or what service you're offering, you guys, you're in the business to have a long bonded relationship with these individuals who turn into, who are clients, and sometimes can even turn into your friends, right? Or you end up doing business with them if they have another business. So keep that in mind. You guys, always be in the business of relationship building. All right, so let's talk about some ways how you can position yourself as the expert. You guys, one of the known ways right now to position yourself as an expert is blogging. You guys, when you're blogging, you're able to cater yourself to cater your blog to your niche or to your market. You guys, you have complete control, right? You can develop a blog to guide your viewers and help them to find solutions specific to their problems. And in return, you have the upper hand to establish yourself as a leader and in reality, an expert in your industry, right? You have some way to set yourself apart from the rest. You guys, your blog can be optimized through search engines, through keyword, Google Rank, SEO. You don't know what those are, you guys, look them up. Google it. Well, as my partner Jeff Trill says, when in doubt, Google it out, right? One of my business partners. Shout out to Jeff Trill, Mr. Trillionaire, right? So, you guys, blogging, that's one of the great ways. You guys are probably seeing people having blogs and things like that. It's such a great way to go ahead and position yourself, because unlike having Facebook, even having your actual website, a blog is constantly changing. You're constantly adding material on it, which in return, you're going to get better rankings and get more visitors, which raises your Google rank. So let me just talk a little bit about that. What is Google rank, keyword, and SEO? I'm going to talk just briefly the services of it, just to explain a little bit. Say, for instance, we all go to Google, right, to look up something. For instance, I went to Google the other day because I wanted to find out when does daylight saving time start, right? So you guys, a plethora of lists came up, some blogs came up and things like that. But when we're looking for something, we tend to look only on the first page. I don't know about you. If I'm really looking for something, I may go to the second page. I may be, and it's a slight chance I may go to the third page if I'm really looking for something. But 9 times out of 10, I'm on the first page and I'm looking at maybe the first 10 results, right? I'm just being honest. I'm going to usually find what I'm looking for in the first 10 responses that come up. So you guys, if I'm blogging daily, that's going to create a better chance of me to have whatever it is I'm selling, advertising, or talking about to come up in those Google ranks. So I'm not going to end up on page 50, 20, 11, right? I'm going to end up on page 1. I'm going to, end up in the top 10 searches related to the keywords I'm using in the SEO words, which are actually search engine optimization. These are keywords or key phrases that your target market is looking for when they type in, whatever it is they're looking for online. So, for instance, let me give another example. Let's say that I am a who do I want to say that I am? I am a this is so funny. I always go blank when I feel like I would rehearse and stuff for this. You guys just go off the top of my head, I swear. But let's say, you guys give me some examples. What can I say? There's a delay, so by the time I think of something, you guys it'll be too late. I'm a hairstylist. Okay, I'm a hairstylist, and I found the newest, hottest flat iron, right? That you only have to go over your hair just once, and I did a review about it, and I partnered with the company, so I'm helping them sell it as well too. Okay, so I'm gonna write a blog article about this new straightener called Straighten Me Now. I'm not a copywriter, you could tell. Straighten Me Now, and Straighten Me Now, and I'm going to talk about this product and rave about how good it is. I'm going to do a video showing how, using it on my hair. I have naturally curly hair, so I'm going to show how it takes my hair from naturally curly all the way straight. I don't have to use a blow dryer or anything, right? So I'm going to blog about it, right? And I'm going to use keywords like keyword phrases, how to get my hair from curly to straight instantly, right? Or how to straighten my hair quickly, how to straighten my hair in no time, or how to straighten my hair fast, right? So all these keywords that I would be typing in, trying to find this actual straightener that I'm looking for, because I desperately want to straighten my hair. I want to do it fast because it always takes me forever. So I really need a great tool that actually works, that I don't have to go over my hair about 3, 4, 5 times. You guys can probably see that is something I go through, but I don't have to go over my hair about 3 or 4 times. It's going to actually work, right? I need it to actually work. So I'm looking for this tool. So as I'm typing it in my Google search engine, this blog that Jaleesa wrote comes up because it's related to what I'm looking for. So automatically, because Jaleesa blogs on her site daily, she gives tips on different things to use on your hair and different techniques that save you time and make your hair look good. Because she's always blogging, she has a lot of traffic going to her site. She's always posting about her new blog on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Facebook. So people are always on there commenting about it. They're buying it. So I'm looking it up. I'm going to go ahead and buy it from Jaleesa too, right? So that's just to show you that by having a blog is a great way to set yourself as authority, rather than you having a website. It's stagnant. You don't have people commenting on it. You don't have people visiting it daily because you post new content. Who in the heck would want to post new tabs to the website every day? That'd be crazy. It's like the website's not finished. It doesn't make sense. So you need to have a blog because you need to constantly give value to your clients or customers, whatever it have be, to show them that why they need your product or your service, or what the benefit is of having or using your product or service. All right, you guys, communicating your message via social media. There's so many social media platforms out there to position yourself as an authority for you guys. You can do vlogging, which is video blogging. You have Twitter, you guys, MySpace is old, but you have Yelp, Foursquare, Facebook, LinkedIn. I don't see the Instagram's not on here. I don't even know why that's not on here, but anywho, that's supposed to be on here and it's not. But Instagram is one of my favorites. Of course, you guys probably also saw the Instagram training I have coming up, which you'll see about that going on soon. But I really want to go ahead and let you guys know that with social media, with these different platforms, there are some do's and don'ts on social media, you guys. And one thing that I see a lot of times that just really irks me is that we have these social media profiles, right? Especially if you're someone in business and you're someone who is looking to draw people to your website or your site, or you basically just want to show people what it is that you're doing, you guys complete your social media profiles in full. If there's a space for you to put a link to your website, put a link. If you don't have a website, you guys, yet, link it to your Facebook. Okay, get these people on your other platforms. You can still have a relationship and build a rapport with them. Have something in there, and if you know about tracking, track it as well too, using Bitly and things like that. I talk about that in my training, and when I do social media audits as well too. So you can contact me at itpaysanojalisa@gmail.com if you're interested in that. You guys, you are what you tweet and you share. So be cognitive. If you have a business page, be professional and keep it business, you guys. There's things that you should tweet and things you shouldn't if you're personal business. If you're working on branding yourself or branding your actual company, and you don't want to have that that barrier, you want to separate the two, have a personal page. All right, have a personal page where you talk about the stuff, you tweet about the stuff you're eating and things like that. You tweet about the latest trends, or the latest politics, whatever's going on. But you want to be very cognitive that you're doing it. If you're doing it still on your business page, you definitely need to make sure how you're doing it, who you're tweeting, who you're sharing, and what you're sharing. You guys, use automation sparingly. You got to say that, because there's so many different tools you can use out there, but you don't want to get to a point where you disassociate yourself with social media, right? You're supposed to be social. Don't try to be everywhere all the time. What that means is you don't have to be on every social media platform. I was meeting with someone today with a new client, and I was telling them, every social media platform is not meant for you. You should not be on every social media platform, okay? Because you have to be clear on your target market, and you have to figure out where your target market is, and you want to focus on those platforms. You may be someone who has clients on 3 different platforms, maybe 2, maybe 4, right? But you don't have to be everywhere all the time, all right? Be a friend and get a friend. You guys, when I talk about building relationships, you guys, don't be too needy. Don't go everywhere spamming people, right? I hate that. I will, if you spam my page, I will definitely report you, because I hate it, right? I don't like spam, and I don't like to be spammed, and I don't do it. You guys, be transparent. People love to see that, right? Have a direction for your sharing. Don't just post stuff and be all over the place, right? And don't overshare. Oh my goodness, I could talk about some people tonight, but I'm not. Because I still follow them and I love them through it all. But you guys, don't overshare. Don't get to a point where you're just posting so much. You guys, I've unfriended people because of that. Because I said, you know what, you're posting the same picture every 5 minutes. You just did a video, a long video, so to speak, and you broke it up into 10 different Instagram pictures, right? In 15-second videos. Man, cut the crap, do a 15 seconds the best of your video, and then direct them to your YouTube page so they can see the whole freaking video. Oh my goodness. That's just how I feel sometimes. But don't overshare, you guys, because people don't like it, you guys, right? Avoid poor grammar, you guys. That's something I definitely had to work on myself, because when texting first came out, I remember I was in college and I was writing a paper. And I got this paper back, and this is one of the times where they have one of my peer edits. I wasn't there that day, and I just handed the paper in, and I got an F on the paper. I'm like, what the heck? How did I get an F? And she was like, I can tell that you text a lot. I said, really? Why do you say that? I thought, I never use my phone in class. She was like, no, you're always attentive in class, but your paper. She gave me a chance to do it over, but you guys, I was using, goodness, people, instead of typing the word out, I had PPL, I had the number 2 instead of the word 2, like everything you could think about, LOL, not LOL, I probably didn't use LOL, in a literacy paper, but different things like that I had, right? So you guys want to avoid, of course, using poor grammar, but different things, you be cognitive and be wary of using too much of it, okay? Don't always write in all caps. If you're getting a point across, you're giving a call to action, it's okay, right? It's really okay to use caps, but don't do it in your whole message, all right? And you guys, don't abuse the hashtags. The hashtags are meant to target the individuals in the target markets that you're looking to bring to your page. Okay. And I get more in depth with that in my Instagram training. You can actually go to Insta Success Now. That's Insta, INSTASUCCESS now NOW.com. I'm to go ahead and register for my Instagram classes coming up on the 17th. But I go more in depth about hashtags, how many you should use, and go in the hashtag research. You guys, stop sharing the same message. That goes again, like I was saying, don't overshare. And stay away from auto DMs, like those bots. I know you guys probably seen them. I hate those. So giving value. You guys want to make sure you're always giving value as you're going through. Even when you're posting, all right? You share without expecting anything in return, right? You don't have to always post something and get likes, get comments. You guys will be so surprised how many people see your information, won't like it, but will go to whatever it is you're selling, or will go ahead, if you're having a call, go ahead and be on the call. I remember this was sometime last year. I was doing a morning call like I'm actually doing right now. And I would post about it every morning. There was a particular person that who used to work on my corporate job I used to work at. And me and her had kind of just parted ways because I left there, and because that was one reason. I just wanted to surround myself with different type of people. And I felt like this person was not so much negative, but not where I wanted to be. Let me just say that. Not where I wanted to be, not what I was, I was shift out. My mind was shifting. My knowledge was shifting, and I was changing, right, and for the good, right. So I kind of disassociated myself with people who were not on the same level as I was, or who didn't want more out of life than I wanted. So needless to say, this person, they have been listening to my calls, and I didn't know it. They would never like my stuff. I didn't even think they had one point they stopped following me, and I guess they started following me back. And I was talking on the call one morning, and I guess whatever I said really resonated with that person and really spoke to them, because after I got done with the call, I got a text message from the person saying, "Man, you killed that call this morning. I really needed that." I was so shocked. This person never liked any of my pictures. I didn't know they were actually following me, but they were calling into my morning calls, and I didn't even know it, right? And from that point on, I said, you know what? I'm going to post whether I get 50 likes, 10 likes, 5 likes, right? I'm going to keep posting, because you never know out there who's someone who's afraid or ashamed to show, to give you credit. Let's say where credit is due, right? Or just say, you know what, I'm following you, I'm supporting you, anything like that. So you guys, don't just post sometimes just so you can see how many likes you can get. The likes are great. We want to, in return, convert those likes into actual clients, would result into dollar signs, right? But you guys keep posting and do it for you, right? Because the messages that I post, sometimes people don't know, but I get these posts from either it comes from the heart when I'm feeling at the time, or something somebody already posted and it really resonated with me and I needed that at that time. You guys, and be generous and give credit, right? You don't have to always, each time you repost somebody's stuff, tag them in it. I'll be the first one to say I don't all the time. But when it's something really good, or I feel like, I definitely should have, they wrote this long paragraph, I'm not going to take credit for it. I'm going to say hashtag repost from one great Sunshine Anderson did one today that I did. And in return, she retweeted me on Twitter, right? Because I syndicated it. And she's basically marketing for me for free, because I followed through with the call that I'm doing in the morning. So you guys, never be afraid to be generous and give credit where credit is due. You guys, match the right content to the right network. Again, that's with your target market. You guys, don't automate all the time over the platforms, which means just because you post on Instagram doesn't mean you post to Facebook. Now, I do that some things. I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of times I do that, but I don't post it on every social media network, right? Because each of these platforms, like I said, are different. Okay, they're different. You wouldn't post the same thing you post on Facebook to Pinterest. You wouldn't post the same thing you post on Pinterest to Twitter, because these audience, there's different ways to promote, or to tell a story, or to promote the actual product or service. And I'll talk more about that in my training. Act how you like to be treated, you guys. Don't go around spamming people and things like that. And think before you tag. Sometimes people don't want to be tagging people. You gotta be mindful of that and respect people's wishes. You know, I always say, oh, you don't want to be tagged because you're not supposed to be here, right? One of my friends, I remember we had went out to another friend's birthday, and they were like, "Oh, don't tag me, no pictures, don't tag me, don't tag me, don't tag me." I'm like, "Why? You always put stuff on social media." She was like, "Man, but I told my mom I would help her paint today, and I told her I was sick." I'm like, "Oh, you ain't right, you ain't right." So you guys, think before tagging people. I mean, in that situation, it was really funny, but I didn't tag her, right? Because she didn't want to get in trouble by her mom because she lied to her. She thought you know, I wanted to go out with us and have a good time instead of helping her mom paint, but that was funny. Don't get caught up in number games like I was saying, you guys. Remember to have fun, right? If you guys are on social media, it shouldn't feel like a chore to you. You know, if it is, you guys outsource it, right? I'll be the main one to tell you, if you don't like doing something in your business, don't. But if this is something you really like and doing, you enjoy doing it, you guys, then do it. You guys, and have fun doing it, right? You don't have to, you know, there's little things you remember here and there, but don't get so stuck on the little things that you forget to have fun, right? I mean, for me, I was talking to somebody today, one of my clients I had, and I was telling them that, I plan on my day, I create the content that I want to have, and I really have fun. I love what I do so much. In my downtime, you guys, I make up my Instagram posts because it's fun for me, right? I like doing collages and coming up with graphics on my phone and things like that. I truly love what I do, you guys. When you love what you do, somebody asks, "What are you doing?" Well, I'm on Instagram, but I'm working. Or I'm on Facebook, but I'm working. Or I'm talking to this client, but I'm having fun doing it. So it doesn't really feel like working. I can do it from anywhere in the world. Yeah, I'm in a coffee shop talking to a business client, doing a coaching session. Or you know what? I may be in LA at the beach, and I'm, right now I'm chilling, but I'm gonna go ahead and take on this client. So you really just have to have fun in what you do, and that's what I love about this industry, and that's what I love helping people do and see, and how to really leverage the internet and social media. So in return, you get your time and your freedom back, so you can do the things you want to do, travel, spend time with your family, and things like that. So you guys, the choice is yours. Tonight, I'm actually introducing my Social Media Marketing Mastery 101, you guys, and in this course, you guys, it's going to be a 4-week course, you guys. I'm going to talk about setting a solid foundation, about marketing your message and help you come up with a great marketing message. I want to go over branding with you, how to put everything together, and to make it all make sense, you guys. And so this week, each week will cover, okay? Week 1, setting that solid foundation. We're going to talk about how to find your niche, defining your target market, how to narrow it down to that ideal avatar, client or customer that you may have, so it all makes sense, okay? Week 2, marketing your message, getting clear on your message. Are you speaking to the right audience? Are you choosing the right platform to speak you're choosing the right form to market to your audience, right? Is your timing of the interaction with your audience accurate, you guys? I don't know if you noticed, but there's specific times to post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and things like that, that when your audience is on, you make sure you're actually marketing to them. Okay, there's a specific time to do that. You don't want to post at 3 in the morning because nobody's going to really see your post, because that's the time when your market is probably asleep because they have to work in the morning, right? So I talk about time and things like that, and give you the time frames of which platforms to market on different platforms. You guys, we're talking about giving you value and how content is king, and coming up with a content calendar is going to make your life so much easier. You guys, I'm talking about branding, your visual and attraction marketing, how to make yourself stand out, right? Position yourself as the expert while branding, how to do social, how to engage in social, how to engage your audience and show social engagement, to get them interacting with you, to get them liking your stuff, to get them commenting, things like that. The traffic on your page, your followers, right? Your likes, hashtagging, you guys. What's the best hashtags to use out there? Use it on Facebook and Instagram. And SEO, search engine optimization, how to brand yourself so you come up on Google for the your product or service that you're advertising or marketing. You guys, week 4 is putting it all together, the do's and don'ts of social media, coming up with the content calendar. We're going to go ahead and make out a 2-week content calendar and show you how to make your life so much easier and how to how to manage your social media channels, the different platforms with the tools that I use, and even give you guys a social media checklist to make sure that each week when you're doing your content calendar, that everything's aligning up to save you more time, which is going to save you money, and result have your freedom. Okay, you guys, this is a testimonial from Miss Allison Kirk. She says, I was struggling to figure out the next step to take in my business, and with a matter of minutes, Jaleesa helped me with ideas to get noticed, several ways to serve my clients, and create at least 5 ways to bring in income. It truly pays to know Jaleesa. All right, shout out to Allison Kirk. You guys can go to missallisonkirk.com to see her website as well too. This is from Coach Chantel, Miss Living a Laptop Lifestyle. Love Chantel. I was so fortunate to have met Jaleesa a year ago when I was struggling with my business. She will be the first person I call to set things straight. She's a treasure trove of resources. Again, ask her any question. If she doesn't know the answer, which is rare, she will do everything in her power to find the solution for you. Thank you, Chantel. And you guys can follow Coach Chantel on Instagram and on Facebook, guys, because she is also one of the partners of Living the Laptop Lifestyle. Miss Nina Clark, salon owner and small business coach. I'm emailing and thank Jaleesa Chino for her amazing training on how to do a Google Hangout. Because of her training, I have been able to teach and train my team members in my new multi-level marketing business and training in my coaching business. With her training, I'm able to meet the masses. All right, shout out to Miss Nina Clark. And guys, Nawanda Pinckney. Hey, Liv, I'm so proud of you first off, but I wanted to thank you for your training in social media. From your number method, I have more from your the hashtag method. I was like, what is that? From your hashtag method, I have more followers coming daily. People are finding me from a year ago with my hashtags. Your training on how to build an online presence on social media has given me comments like, thank you for the motivation and keep posting, because it's helped me, which is wonderful for me. I thank you so much for teaching things that I didn't know about social media. It's really helping my brand and business. You go, Nawanda. And this is Eric Robinson from Eric Robinson Photography. Jaleesa is amazing. She has helped me to better my internet marketing skills and to always keep a positive mindset throughout all of my circumstances. Throughout my business, she's truly a leader and a great entrepreneur who knows how to uplift others and help them get their business on a successful track. You guys, to get started today, this course I'm doing is valued over $597, and each day you guys are the first one I'm doing, and each day is going to go up. I'll tell you what price that is that I'm offering it for only special for tonight. This offer will go away in 24 hours because the next training I have what's today? Today I have one Tuesday. It's going to go up $100 on Wednesday, another $100 on Thursday, and another $100 on Friday. So you guys get firsthand on this price that I'm offering tonight. You guys, you'll get access to a live group training. I'll be doing a live group training where I'll have Q&A questions, and I'll even pick individuals out to go ahead and really help you with your business and do some social media audits of what you already have going on. You guys, this is going to be a very intimate training. I only have 15 spots available, and I think I may close it down to 12. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do 12, because when you tend to have more to 12, then it gets to it takes that intimate feeling away, right? I'm gonna do about 12 individuals. I think 12 is a good number to do, because I want to be able to really help you with your social media marketing, right? I want to be able to help you and show you what you really need to do to get the ball rolling. You guys are going to have personalized content. I'm going to go over social media strategies. I'm an interactive Facebook community. Just some of the things that you get when you get started. Let me just ask you guys, though, what would it cost you to have access to a complete plan, access to checklists, worksheets, the exact strategies I used to grow my business that you can use to have that engagement? As you saw other people in the testimonial, I know what I'm talking about, and they have been able to duplicate what I've been doing and have success in their various businesses. You guys, this is elite marketing education that you won't find anywhere else. If you do, it will be a way a lot more. And all above, you guys, you know, I just want to help you avoid all the unnecessary bumps and bruises and heartaches in your entrepreneurial journey. You guys, the internet can be scary to deal with, and sometimes people get into information overload because it's just so much stuff and they don't know what to do, right? So I want to change that. You guys, so get started with me today with this, and you'll go ahead and see that button right on the right side of your page. You can go ahead and sign up today. Remember, this price goes away in 24 hours, so it won't be available as of 8 o'clock when I'm doing the training, actually less than 24 hours, because I'm doing tomorrow's training at 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, the price goes away. So you guys, a recap, you'll get a social media marketing plan with this. You'll get hands-on training, access to the exact social media strategies that I use. You'll get checklists, action plans, and you'll get some additional opportunities for high-level training, high lead generation strategies, and you guys, some inside access to the top tools I use to convert more sales, to save me more time, and to get my freedom back. So you guys, I'm going to open it up for Q&A, you guys, live Q&A session. So go ahead and answer any questions you guys may have over this training, needing some feedback on what you think, anything that you like, anything that you didn't like, anything you think I could do better in. I know I talk fast, but I'm trying to get you guys out of here because we've been here about an hour. So go ahead and list your comments below, and I am all ears. I know it's a slight delay as well too, so let me know. So you guys can see this special price is available today for only $97. You guys, that is dirt cheap. Almost too cheap, I think, when to change it. Because like I said, it's going up another $100 tomorrow. On Tuesday it's going up, on Wednesday it's going up to $197. On Thursday it's going up to $297. And you guys, on Friday, it's going up to $397. Yes, $397. So you guys are getting a special introductory offer only today that are offering this, because I said, you know what, the first people who are really serious about their business, I want to give them an incentive for getting started today. So you guys, only $97 for my 4-week course. Again, it's going to be a very intimate setting. It's going to be only 12 individuals will have opportunity to tag in and be a part of it, you guys. And you'll also get some added bonuses. I think I may go ahead and throw in some bonuses and discounts to my Instagram training that's coming up on the 17th. So you guys look up for that. And I'll be having some giveaways and prizes, such as coaching sessions with me and some free vacation vouchers, you guys. I have a sponsor who I have the privilege of giving away 3 3-day 2-night vacations. So you guys definitely want to make sure you register, just so you can get those cool giveaways, right? That's worth them more than $97 right there. What the heck, right? So you definitely want to make sure you tag in and register today and sign up today. You guys, click the link over here to the right side where it says sign up today, and get it for $97. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the line. For anyone who has any questions, I guess I need to go in the chat so I can actually see it. If anybody has any questions or anything like that. I know it's a delay, so I'll wait. Okay, I see that there is a, okay, when does the class start? Oh, the class, oh, I didn't tell you when the class start. I'm going to start the second week of April, which is going to be on a Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys, is when I'm going to start. It's going to be April 7th, you guys. April 7th is when we start. And after April 7th, on April 7th is when we start. And then on that Thursday, the 9th, is when we'll have our first live Q&A session. So we'll go over the material. Then we'll do a live Q&A session on that Thursday to answer any questions once you guys have, went through and applied what we went over in week 1. So it's going to be 2 days a week for 4 weeks. So you're looking at the 7th, the 9th, 14th, 16th, 21st, 23rd, and 28th, and the 30th. Oh, I'm on Eastern time zone. Michelle, I'm on Eastern time zone. You're trying to see how long you have to register? Yes, I'm on Eastern time zone. So yes. All right, if that's all the questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this evening. One more question: will it be recorded? Yes, it will. It will be recorded. So if you are not able to attend on the days, then yes, you will have access to the recording. And that will be for lifetime recording. You'll have access to that we can go back to it and reference it as well too. So if you missed it, you can catch it up later. Or if you missed the, both the Q&A and the actual session, then you will have access to the recording where you can get caught up on. All right. So if that is it, then I want everyone to have a great evening. And if this has been any help for you, go ahead, you guys, send me an email, send me a message, let me know. Comment below. I can see the comments afterwards as well too. And if you're looking at this recording, I wonder how many hours or minutes you have left to take advantage of this opportunity. And if you guys are also interested in my Instagram training as well too, you guys will also have access to that as well. Let me see if I can put it up here. You will you'll also have get access to that. And tonight, the code for that, let me enter it in the chat room. The code for the Instagram success for the Instagram is let me put it in here. It's Insta. Success.com and use special code tonight of Insta success. Use that coupon code to get $20 off. So make sure you guys use that. And I'm going to actually put it up here real quick so you guys can have it. You guys can see that right there. It's the Success Now Instagram. I'll go ahead and leave it up for a moment so you guys can click on that. You guys can go ahead and register for that. The first one is going to be on the 17th, which is this upcoming Tuesday. So you want to make sure you go ahead and get that. And again, the use coupon code Instant Success to take $20 off for joining us tonight. Okay? And that again is Instant Success. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave you with this to ponder over the next 20 hours. The next 20 hours, you guys are, stop procrastinating. Just go ahead and get out your credit cards right now and go ahead and buy it, right? Go ahead and do it. It's time to reinvest, to reinvent yourself and invest in yourself, right? You guys, we're coming into the last quarter of the end of the first quarter 2015. And have you actually, set off and accomplished the goals that you set to accomplish this year? Are you on track? it's time to get on track and get the ball rolling, right? And no person other to help you do that than myself, right? So go ahead and click the link over here to the, it's probably your right, but it's my right too, right? It's like right over here. Click the link over here. It's right here, right here, right here, right there. I think I'm touching it. There you go. Go ahead and click the link right there to go ahead and start. That's with the Instagram training. If you want to go ahead, if you feel like, you know what, I really want to master Instagram, you can go ahead and click on that one. Or go to instasuccessnow.com, put the link down there below as well too, so you guys can click on that. But you guys, get started today for only $97. It's right here. This is the right one. $97. Get started today. Like I said, then 20 let me just say less than 24 hours is going up another $100, and then the next day 100, the next day 100, the next day 100, you guys, because I'm giving away so much value, and who knows, I may even give away even more. I'm known to do that because I'm just so passionate about it. I really just want to show people and train people how to effectively market and use the internet, you guys. And my other courses later on that I'll be doing the month after, I'm going to talk about affiliate marketing, email marketing. You guys need to have a system set up, right? In this online business, think of it just as, you know, as you would as a brick and mortar business, right? You need to have a system in place and have a team in place to go ahead and get your business running smoothly. Okay, so go ahead, click the link to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Everything you need in the box to the right. Clearly, I'm not a singer. But you guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave you this evening. Thank you for joining me this evening. You can also join me in the mornings. I have my Boss Woman and Men Pray book club, and this well, I'm at my book club, and this month we're reading Boss Woman and Men Pray. The number is 559-726-1300. 559-726-1300. Access code is 178812. So I had to close my eyes, right? People close their eyes so they can think, right? Because you think real hard and you know what's in there, but you can't see nothing else. So you have to just think about it and know that it's there, and you have to get completely focused. All right, it's gonna let y'all, but I'm signing out. Thank you for joining me this evening. If you have any more other questions, feel free to email me at itpaystoKnowJaleesa@gmail.com or contact me on Instagram, send me a DM. And everyone have a great evening. See you tomorrow or on the call.